Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and today I wanted to share with you the tags and journal cards that I have made to go inside my 3-drawer box that I made. I did a video on the construction of the boxes, a video on the decorating of the box, and a video on doing the tags that went in the top drawer. And I've gone ahead and finished the ones that are in the bottom 2 drawers, and I'll show them to you today. I have used the Yours Affectionately digital collection from Shabby Art Boutique for the craft room members. It's a wonderful kit. There's so much in there that I haven't used, but I'm falling behind on trying to keep up with making things out of her pretty kit. So I may move ahead after this box is finished. It's been a wonderful project to do from that kit, but I'll want to come back to it and make a journal. So without any more delay, I'm going to show you. Remember the box. This is the top and the sides. The drawers were made from some product that I bought from Amazon that I have put a link to before. I showed how to construct it, and also it has feet on drawer pulls. And I'm just going to show you quickly again what was in the top drawer. I have a few items in there, and I'll just quickly show those because I've already actually made them on camera in my last video. Now this is just a tag from the kit that I have printed on the back and then decorated the front with some words and lace and charms and ribbons. I've done that on all of them. This one here is an envelope that opens up, closes with Velcro. This was added on to give it the length and decorate this side. And then this side is decorated with some roses and ribbon. This one was fun because it had the little door, and I doubled the tag so I could make a pocket out of it. And the item in the pocket shows through the door a group of flowers, and it's a little card that can be journaled on. This is another envelope that closes with Velcro. Has a little tag inside. And I just decorated the other side with some words and flowers and wooden butterfly and some lace. And this last one in the top drawer is a tag that I have used the words from the kit. I made a little pocket out of a bunch of roses, and this is in the pocket. Vintage lace that's been hand dyed and some charms. So that is what's in the top drawer. Now, the new stuff is in the other 2 drawers. Scoot it over here so you can see. Open up the drawer. I'll just take the drawer out, I think. And we'll go one by one what's inside here. I didn't do a tutorial on these because they're kind of self-explanatory after I did those first ones. This one is a tag, and I used one of the small journal cards to make a side pocket and put a couple of the letters inside. I used a little piece of trim that I had, sparkly pink trim, and I've added on a key and a purse. So these just tuck in that pocket. I've used some words from the kit. I ripped them all out and inked them on the edges. My heart is and always will be yours. And tied a bow on top. This can be written on the back. The next one is a tag, and it's just got this beautiful girl on it, and I have some coffee dyed cheesecloth that I started to use on some of these. I just cut out an odd piece and kind of stretch it out and glue it on underneath everything. So this is layered with the cheesecloth and the a little piece of book page. The flowers and the perfume bottles, an ink pen where she's been writing a letter, a bow, and then I put a hole in the top and tied some of my ribbon on top. It's made from seam binding and crinkled, and I always just put a little bit of glue here and there to hold that ribbon in place. And this on the bottom is off of a very old linen napkin. It's just about gone. I got a set of 4 of those years ago. They are not coffee dyed. They look like this. They're very aged and just beautiful lace. And I'm about to the end of it, but I glued that on the back to hang down below. This one here is a tag that says, "I declare there is no enjoyment like reading," from Jane Austen. So it has the stack of books on there and this saying already printed on the tag. So all I did was take some of I love this thin lace because you can see through it. And what I did was just put a bead of hot glue across there and kind of bunched it up to make it ruffle. Added some of that same trim I used on one of the cards before. And these roses, I got some flowers from Hobby Lobby and I've used a few of them. You'll enjoy seeing. When they have their items like that 40% off, I go and pick up a bunch of them. These were all the kind of colors that I'm using, so I will enjoy. There's 20 flowers in the package. And this is a little pink bow. I poked a hole, and then you can write on the back. This one here is an envelope, and it has attached a bow on the front, and it opens with Velcro. And I put a couple of items inside that can be written on. These are cute to just tuck in a gift or a card. This side had some decorating on it, and you can still see some of the flowers and leaves and things that were printed on there. But I added cheesecloth, the clothes rack, dress rack, and shoes. And then this is some trim I already had. It was already like this. I just cut it and glued it on there. But this can tuck down in a pocket in a journal. And the last one in this drawer, in fact, this is the last one I made, is a tag. I poked a hole at the top, used that same trim. I just tied it in a knot on top. And at the bottom, I added the cheesecloth, a little tiny piece of lace that I had left over, a stack of books at her feet, and another one of those pretty flowers. I think they're paper. And then another piece of the trim on that old linen napkin. So these just stack back in this drawer, and they're ready to be used in a journal, tucked in a card, written on, given to a friend. I have one more drawer to go. I think I made 10 items today. I want to finish this up today so I can move on to something else. This first one just barely fits. The width of the drawer wasn't quite wide enough, so I had to take a little bit off of this side. But I love this one. It was kind of a plain journal card. So I put a hole in the top right here for my ribbon, and I added on the perfume bottles and roses, the shoes, the words from the kit. Let us never underestimate the power of a well-written letter. And then some cheesecloth is in under all that, and this trim from that napkin. I just let this kind of extend out the side, which is really neat, but it did make it hard to go in that drawer, but it's going to be written on the back. Okay, this is not an envelope, it just kind of opens up. So I just took a piece of cardstock that I had cut and just folded it and folded this top over to make kind of a little portfolio or whatever you might want to call it. I decorated here on the front with some hand-dyed vintage lace, and here's some more lace under here, and then on top of that I put a cluster of roses. I have pinned on with a bulb clip a key, and this is tied closed. I didn't decorate the back. This is tied closed, so with the back not decorated, this is actually something I could glue down in a journal and make a pocket out of it, and I won't be losing anything on the back. So I'm going to untie this and open it up for you. I lined it with a book page, and then I wanted room to write, so on this side I used this stack of books, and I just glued down kind of a little bit down here to make a tuck spot, and tucked in 2 of these letters that are like journal cards. They just stick down in there. And on this side, there's one of the printed pages, background pages, has very faint, like a stack of old letters. And so I just ripped a piece of that and inked around it for writing space, and added the flowers and the cup of coffee. And if I had glued this down inside a journal, this would be glued, this ribbon would be glued down with it so that it would stay attached. You just untie it and open it up in the journal and then be able to tie it back. This next one is a journal card, and I added these roses kind of sticking up at the top. I took this this old lace, it's really thin, and I did the same thing. I put a bead of glue across there and bunched it up and made it kind of ruffle. I took some of the words from the kit. The very first moment I beheld him, my heart was irrevocably gone. I know that feeling. That's how I felt when I met my husband. And this is some trim that my mother gave me from her making of Victorian ornaments. This can be written on the back. This is another one that had the door, so I doubled it and made a pocket by gluing on the 3 sides. I cut open the door so that you could open it and see inside, and tucked in the side here I have a letter with some roses, and when you put that inside there, the roses show through the door. And I did a little something different. Instead of just using a circle punch, I have a flower punch, and I just put it halfway in and let that be our little little groove there, so you can reach in and get the tag. The top of this I just decorated with the cheesecloth, a bunch of flowers, bouquet of flowers. I cut off the bottom part of this tag and have a little lady sticking out the top and some ribbon. And last but not least is a tag, and they're all printed on the back, but in a way that they're pale and can be written on. And she was so pretty, and she has a lot of roses, and I kind of covered up some of them, but this is a beautiful scene right here with her sitting and all these flowers around her. And so I made kind of a collage at the bottom. I used some pretty lace and glued it down first. It starts kind of up here and comes all the way down. I glued on some cheesecloth, some of this white lace that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I rubbed my ink dauber on it to age it. And then when I glued on this letter and envelope and flowers, I glued down this part and I put the little foam sticker things underneath here, so it's three-dimensional. And then I decided one of those pretty little paper flowers needed to go up there, and some pearls down the edge. So I hope you've enjoyed this project. If I make a journal out of this kit, I will come and use some of these tags and journal cards in there. For the time being, I'll have these in the drawer in this beautiful little 3-drawer box, footed box that I made, and enjoy having it in my craft room, just sitting there looking pretty. I love to look at it. It's just beautiful. And remember, I made the brooch at the top so that it can come off and be worn. If I give this as a gift, it can be worn by someone. Also in the top drawer, I have a little ink pen that needs to be on the top. I have a little gold ink pen, and you know, I'll probably will make some of those beaded ink pens that some people are making, or maybe something with a little dangle on it. I could put a dangle on this so that it's something that I contributed to, but this is just a pretty ink pen. It can be used to write on these cards. It has a little angel on it. So if you get a hold of a pretty little ink pen, save it and tuck it in your box or in a journal. I'm, like I said, with the Shabby Art Boutique, I'm about 2 or 3 kits behind on making something unique from each kit, which I love to do. What I'll do is package up what I've printed out. I'll show you what I used. I bought these from Amazon, and I like them because it's an envelope and you can see through it to see what's in there. Plus it has this card where you can fill out the name of the kit and the designer name. And then it just opens, and I can put in there everything that's left over from this kit, label it, snap it closed, and I have a shelf over here where they're all just standing up in there. And you may not remember, I started a book, a memory book for myself, and I was going to decorate 1 page from each kit that I've used. And I think I did 2 or 3, and I kind of got sidetracked. But that's an easy one-day project that I may get going on that again, because I really am excited about sharing a collage of the kit plus something special, some special memory that I have, and have it recorded in that book. I have a lot to do. Now I have to do taxes, and I have some things to do at my church, and so I'm kind of busy, but I decided to take today to finish up this box. We've been looking at it for a while and waiting for it to be finished, and I hope you've enjoyed the video, and maybe we'll make one of these. It was really a fun project, and it's sturdy and nice, and a beautiful addition to my craft room. So remember, every day's a gift. Don't let yourself get under a lot of pressure. Just go with the flow. Do the things you have to do with a smile on your face, and be grateful that you have things to do and aren't sitting somewhere maybe lonesome and sick. And if you are lonesome and sick, you know, you can watch these videos and come up with ideas and listen to the people talk about their life experiences, and I think you will grow from it. Um, so I'm glad to be here with you today. I'm thankful that I'm not hurting anymore. There's nothing wrong with me at the moment, and I'm going to make the best use I can of every single day and enjoy it. So I'll be back before you know it. So I'll see you soon.